Here we are, day 44 of our 60-day healing journey. Day 44, y'all. Day 44. We almost done. We getting this work done. Okay, so the title for today is You Deserve to Be Chosen Daily. This journey is for anyone who's found themselves being a people pleaser. If you've been leaning too far into your masculinity to force things to happen, if you haven't been feeling magnetic, if you have been feeling like you've been overlooked, if you feel like you've been attracting emotionally unavailable people and people with avoidant attachment style, this is the journey for you. We're on day number 40, and again, that title is You Deserve to Be Chosen Daily. You deserve to be chosen daily, okay? Daily, every day. The affirmation is, I am not a backup plan, I am the choice. I am not a backup plan. I am the choice. And I'm saying that with like everything in me. I am not a backup plan. I am the choice. Get it together. Get it together for anybody who don't know that. Okay? So that's the affirmation for today. I'm not a backup plan. I am the choice. The journal and say that with some feeling when you say it, okay? Put some feeling in it when you say it. The more you feeling you put in these affirmations, the realer they become. We're not just saying these affirmations, we meaning it when we say it. The journal prompt is, how do I show up for myself daily? What does choosing me look like in action? Have you been showing up? Or have you been so deep in your thoughts that you haven't really been showing up? You're physically there, but you're not mentally or spiritually there. You're just somewhere deep in your head. It's time to show up. Show up and show out. Show up and show out, but not in a negative way, but actually walk with your authority. Do what you're supposed to do. Become magnetic. Walk with purpose. That is the point of this. And all of this is connected to health, because when you get into this alignment, your body is in a more healthy state. When your spirit and your mind are in a healthy state, your body becomes stronger. This is all connected. We are not detached from our bodies. The feelings that we have emotionally are the things that actually create issues within the body. Okay? They create issues within the body. So we want to get to a present state of knowing who we are and what our purpose is, and walking with authority so that we can live more healthier lives. We can have healthier thoughts, which would signal to our body to be in a more healthier state. This is the connection of it all. The journal prompt for today is, how do I show up for myself daily? What does choosing me look like? How do I show up for myself daily? What does choosing me look like? So we're going to do that journal prompt, and we're going to dig deep about what does choosing me look like. Okay? What does choosing me look like? The somatic practice is, look at your reflection and say, I choose you today. I choose you today. We're worried about people not choosing us, but we haven't done that for ourselves. You got to choose you first. You worried about someone choosing you, but you ain't choose yourself. You choosing everybody else. Before you choose somebody else, you got to choose yourself. You got to accept yourself. You got to accept who you are. Before we start glorifying other people, we got to celebrate who we are. We have to love ourselves first. If you want somebody to love you, start by loving yourself. Because people can tell when you love yourself. They can tell when you putting and investing in you. You don't have to say a word. They can feel it. They'll know that they can't even, matter of fact, they won't even come to you if they don't have their things in order. Because you'll be sending out this vibration that, no, I'm not the one. I'm not a victim. I am not easily taken advantage of. You can't run over me over here. So they wouldn't even come to you when your signal starts to change. Okay? When your signal that you're putting out starts to change and the signal comes, the signal is how you feel about yourself. It creates that vibrational signal that starts emitting itself outward in your atmosphere. The tiny boundary for today is don't compete for anyone's attention. Step back and observe. Sometimes when you stop talking, you realize you was the only one talking. Sometimes when you stop talking, you realize that you was the only one talking. You was the battery. You realize that you were the source. You was the one that was making this whole thing run. Somebody was feeding off your energy, but you didn't know because you didn't take a step back to absorb. You were still so stuck in people pleasing and satisfying someone else that you didn't take the time to stop and realize that you was the actual source. You were the battery. You was the one that was bringing light and love and everything to the situation. But when you stop, you realize that you was the only one talking. You was the only one making it happen. And sometimes you just got to be still to allow yourself to see. Because then you'll see how valuable you are. Because guess what? These people wouldn't be coming to you trying to drain the life out of you if they didn't know how powerful you were. If they didn't see the power that lies within you. They see something valuable. And because you don't see what's valuable, they're able to take that away from you. They're able to siphon your energy because you don't see the value. But when you start recognizing and seeing the value within yourself, it's a whole different game. You're going to protect that more. You're not going to just allow it out, give it out to any old body, because everybody can't have that. When you start seeing it, you're going to want to use that for yourself. When you see that value, that power, and what it can create, when you start to recognize that, it's a game changer. Because now it starts becoming fun. You start seeing, oh, I can make this happen. I could do this. I could do that. You start getting like a child in a childlike state, and you start creating all these things in your life. And when you get like that, you start attracting people who are on the same page as you, and y'all can create together, situations together, not just you doing it alone. But until you understand that, people will see your power and they'll try to take it away from you. They wouldn't even be with you if you wasn't powerful, okay? All right? So even if you have low self-esteem, they see the power in you. They see the light. It's time for us to recognize who we are. It's time to remember who we are so that we can break these generational curses and ancestral patterns that have been going around and around and around because we weren't conscious enough to recognize it. But when we make these changes, we make the shift, we redirect, and we change our lineage. Okay? So that is the assignment for today. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace and love. Mwah.